Hello, darlings. So when I was in Sedona, the medicine woman had said that a hawk is one of my spirit animals and that I should always look out when there's a hawk around. On that video, I mentioned that I had a hawk experience since Sedona that really kind of solidified that. So I had a kitten, Savage, cutest little thing, that I got him at about 5 weeks old. Somebody found him in the middle of an intersection and then posted on Nextdoor, that app, that they had this kitten, but the woman and her children were deathly allergic to cats and couldn't keep it, but she couldn't leave this 5-week-old kitten in the middle of this really busy intersection. So I'm like, I got friends in animal fostering. I'll take him and get him into the system, right? And of course, that was my first foster fail.
Say hi. Say hi. 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 I'm a savage little pretty.
Absolutely adored that cat. He saved me through COVID. Like, truly saved me.
Hey, so you back, I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. Acting stupid.
The laughter, the just antics of a little kitten kept me positive when the whole world had shut down around me. I'm a very social person. My entire business, my last 2 careers, everything about my business has been in networking and being around people. So when COVID hit and the world came to a screeching halt, and then I'm recently divorced, so my kids are going to their fathers, half the time. It was horrible. It was hard for me to be able to downshift quite that much. And so this kitten became my little dude, and he loved to meditate with me. Like, I'd be sitting and meditating, and he'd come up and sit in my lap and like add his awesome energy to it. It was amazing.
You're done meditating?
Truly owed my sanity to this kitten.
Feeling much better. You're at a higher vibration. Are you at a higher vibration, Savage? Oh. Are you? Okay, well, thanks for joining me. I love that you didn't disturb me. Oh, you just crawled up there and took a nap. I love it. My meditation putty tot. You're such a tweet putty tot. Hi. Hi.
Sorry, I'm hearing noises behind me. So, and so this particular kitten, I really honestly feel like he was an angel that was sent to help me through COVID. Or just whatever was going on in my world at that time. When over the summer, I was doing a 21-day challenge of Ho'oponopono. I don't know if any of you look it up. It's awesome. It's basically forgiving yourself for your part in any, bullshit that's gone on, or your part in, I don't know, life. Just forgiving yourself, period. It's about forgiving yourself. Anyway, something about these 4 little lines that are in this Ho'oponopono just hits you hard, big time hard. It's, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I thank you, I love you. And so you just keep doing that over and over. And I would go to the pool to do this because I'd end up bawling my eyes out as I did it. And I would go to the pool to do this, 10, 11, midnight, late. And of course my cats would go with me. My cats walk with me. And by this point, Savage would go with me and he would hang out around the pool and just chill. So as I'm doing my Ho'oponopono, Savage would come up. I'd be crying. He would come up, he'd be in my lap for a little while, and then I'd be, doing my crying, bawling my eyes out, whatever. And he'd come up and he'd put his little paws like right in the middle of my back, like they do, when they're sharing energy for Reiki or other energy work. And he would sit there for like as long as it took for me to stop crying. I mean, it was not normal kitten behavior. Which is why I'm convinced that he was sent from above. He was definitely sent to help me. So about a month after, not even a month, 2 weeks after I got home from Sedona, I go to look for Savage because he liked to play outside, and I'd let him play outside, but I would bring him in.
Which you couldn't do now.
And there are coyotes in our area enough that I know a little kitten doesn't need to be outside all night. So I went out to go get him a couple of times and he never came. I went out that night. I came home and went out looking for him and he just never responded. I couldn't find him. So the next morning, regardless of the fact that I had gone out the night before, I got up early and was looking for Savage. I'm walking through my neighborhood, calling him, and as I'm about to give up, I look like I'm headed back towards my building. I live in a townhouse complex. I'm headed back towards my building, and all of a sudden, a hawk swoops by and circles back out and goes back towards the square. So like there's a big green square, big grassy area where everyone throws balls with their pooches and kids throw footballs, and it goes out. So the hawk swoops through and goes out towards the square, and I'm like, okay, hawk is my spirit animal, let's see what we got. So I follow it, and then I start hearing crows, which someone else had told me, if you ever hear crows, they're telling you that something's going down. Whether it has anything to do with you or not is, not, you'll have to just when you hear crows cawing, something's going down. Whether it has anything to do with you or not, you have to decide. But it's just kind of a general, if you hear crows cawing, you can look around and say, okay, something's going down, what's going on? So I hear crows cawing, and I see the hawk swooping, and then it comes a bit down and it's swooping. And so I walk out and I'm walking the long way around, and all of a sudden I see a bunch of crows on an electrical, those big electrical box things. Those, I don't know what they're called, whatever. They're electrical boxes. Fuck, I don't know. Anyway, there's a couple of them standing on top of that, and a couple of them keep jumping down onto the ground and then flying up and whatever. So as I come up, I see my cat dead on the ground. So the hawk guided me to my kitten. It was, of course, a travesty. I broke down heavily on that day, and that weekend, that week, that whatever. I finally, with that experience, with losing my kitten, losing my little angel, with that, I finally learned to express my emotion. I bawled, I cried, I let it out, I tapped on it, I meditated on it, I cried, and I cried some more. Yeah, so I had said in my video that I would kind of cover a little bit more what the hawk story was about, and then Savage Savage. Just loved my Savage. He was such a great cat. He loved to play fetch. He was so much fun. I miss him. But I know he's still around me somewhere as well. I mean, he is still around. I swear that when the veil is the thinnest between 2 and 4 a.m., like they talk about how the spirits are around between 2 and 4. If you ever get woken up in the middle of the night, you know, between 2 and 4, it's because the veil is the thinnest and your spirit guides are wanting to communicate with you. And it's that between 2 and 4 when my other cats and my foster cats all decide they want to play. So I'm pretty sure it's Savage coming back to play between 2 and 4 a.m. And it would be all good if I were awake between 2 and 4. Usually I'm just going to bed about 2 a.m. So, but it does bring a smile on my face. I don't let it doesn't piss me off. It doesn't bother me like that. It is really just a way that I can, I just get a moment to appreciate Savage and that awesome little cat that he was. So, all right. Is there anything else that I should say in the regards to the hawk? No, I think that's it. So, thank you for tuning in, and you guys have a fabulous day. Catch you on the next one. Bye.